Roll 'em!
So what is it about our favorite teachers that make them so great to us, so unforgettable? What sets those few teachers apart? What makes them different? And how are they able to connect with us on such a level that inspires and nurtures and sparks in us a lifelong pursuit of passion? In the end, it's our passions that wake us up in the morning. They form us, they shape us, they make us who we are and who we want to become. The decisions we make on a daily basis and the values that we own are deeply rooted in our relationships with our teachers. We carry our favorite teachers with us. They're in our hearts and they're in our minds, and however they did, whatever they did, for some reason it stuck. They were able to leave a lasting impression. Welcome to my everyday real-life experiment into my life as a teacher. What do I do well, and what can I do better? What can I do to influence my students to become better people? What can I do to leave a lasting impression? PE is a metaphor for life. In the end, it matters little if you remember which boundaries mean what in the game of badminton, or how to do the triple jump, or how to keep score in volleyball. The purpose of PE is not to produce athletes, but to instill in each and every student the value of lifelong fitness. Other valuable lessons learned in the PE classroom include what it is to be a contributing member of a team, how to effectively communicate and negotiate, and setting goals and working hard to achieve them. Health is the most important class any student will ever take throughout their educational career. I know it's a big statement, and I also firmly believe it. At the formative ages of 11, 12, and 13, I try to instill in the students a lasting understanding of character and values, and their intimate relationship with decision-making and goal-setting. On the first and last day of class, we talk about how decision-making is the most important thing they'll ever learn, and how if they don't embrace the importance of decision-making, the other topics that we study, like nutrition, alcohol, tobacco, drugs, growth and development, are actually quite meaningless. We begin the year with a study into the lives of three people: Ron Millett, William Lindsay, and Philippe Petit. All of these men made discoveries at the young age of 11 that ignited passions that would direct and guide the rest of their lives. After his father's death at the age of 11, Ron Millett came across a comic book based on H.G. Wells' classic, The Time Machine. He wanted to go back in time to warn his father of the dangers of smoking and a poor diet. So at the age of 11, he tried to build his first time machine based on the cover of the comic book. He hasn't stopped trying since, and today is considered the leading most authority on the concept of time travel. Similarly, William Lindsay at the age of 11 happened upon a map of China. Despite having to endure many setbacks including dysentery, sunstroke, deportation, and several arrests, today, William Lindsay is widely regarded as the leading most authority on the Great Wall of China. When China hosted the world at the Beijing Olympics, it was William Lindsay's work on the Great Wall that was displayed and celebrated. When Philippe Petit was 11 years old in a dentist's office, he came across a newspaper article about the Twin Towers in New York. As discreetly as he could, he tore out the article and ran home to immediately begin planning and training for the dream of his life. On August the 7th of 1974, Philippe Petit graciously glided between the two towers on his tightrope, exhibiting for his curious group of onlookers the grace and beauty of a dream coming true. What is it about the character and values of these outstanding men that drew them to make the decisions and set the goals that they did? All the cameras are rolling?
I love to get as much out of life as I possibly can.
爱什么？
对，
爱什么？爱我儿子。
What do you love?
I love music.
我喜欢看书。I love guitars.
Exactly.
And around the world and going to Egypt.
Okay, I love Italy. I love
I love my wife, I love my children, I love my God, I love my job.
Should be what you are.
I love to dream.
Yeah.
10 years ago, I was contemplating grad school after finishing a bachelor's degree in psychology and theology, and decided instead to do away with everything that I knew and had come to love and exchange it for the experience of something brand new, something completely foreign. I came across a poster in the hall that advertised the opportunity to teach English abroad. I narrowed my options to Prague or China, flipped a coin, and was on my way. China would suit just fine. The plan was to stay 1 year, and 10 formative years later, I'm still going strong. I've since gotten married, read an MA in multicultural education, had 2 children, started a full-time job, opened and closed a restaurant, and bought 2 houses. My time in China has made me who I am. I am a product of Shanghai. As such, I've come to love and respect it very much. When I first began at the Shanghai American School as a substitute, I was struck by the systemic divide between our school and the world just outside the gates. Since my early days as a substitute, I have made it my mission to marry the 2 worlds, to form a mutually beneficial learning environment. In 2004, Sue-Ann McQuaig, a teacher extraordinaire, headed a cooperative learning activity with a Liming migrant school and a group of our 5th grade students. For me, it represented an opportunity to introduce my foreign worlds in the spirit of education and cooperation. This year I was involved with the 8th grade bonding trip, the Shanghai Biennale, and the 8th grade biking excursion to test water quality in the village, which I pitched Eli Weiss on last year. My 2 greatest accomplishments this year were the cultural exchange events between Liming and our 6th grade class at the beginning and end of the year, and the Chinese New Year Assembly, which incorporated my concept of learning and performing elaborate kung fu routines during PE.
Alright, that's a wrap. Leave your tapes. Thank you guys very, very much.
Thanks for watching. I look forward to making next year bigger, badder, and better than ever.